Alright, I think I have. I collected all the items that I think I need for the quest. Hey, how's it going? Not good at all, my friend. It's Elena. She's been taken. Taken by who? The Knights of Ardone. They claimed she was inciting rebellion against the king. Apparently she's been going around telling people that the plague is not real. That is a problem. Is there anything you can do to help us? It feels wrong to ask given what you've done for us before, but we're desperate. I'm sure this is all just a misunderstanding. Let me try talking to the king. Thank you, friend. Oh, and for anybody that's curious, flank him and spank him, Sun Tzu. I know if anybody watches this and they just see flank him and, or they think they see spank or something, they're gonna ask questions. Oops. It was an accident, I swear. Good day, my lord. Hello, Ulf Comics. What can I do for you? I'm here to talk about Elena. Apparently she's been imprisoned. That she has. She was making some heinous accusations. Heinous. That the plague is fake? Exactly. Right, but you and I both know that she's right. The plague is fake. That's not the point. As I've explained to you before, the plague is a necessary evil. We can't have her exposing the truth and risking everything. But King Tyrus is dead. What exactly are we risking? My brother might be dead, but the Dark Lord is still a threat. Until that threat is gone, the plague must remain. So you won't free her? Nope, I cannot take any risks. Now I'm afraid I have business to attend to. You should be on your way. I see. I guess I should let her father know. Oh, stop attacking me. Hello there. Have you spoken to the king yet? I have. And? He will not be freeing her, I'm afraid. But why? I know all this plague business has got her a bit emotional, but can't he see that she's just upset? He said she was a threat to Ardone. A threat? But she's no danger to anyone. Why does he think that way? Well, the thing is... What? Well, she's right. The plague is a lie, and that's why the king had her imprisoned. He was afraid she'd expose the truth. The plague is a lie? What do you mean by the plague is a lie? I guess I have some explaining to do. You most certainly do. Well, it all started after I freed Elena from West Ardone. As you can imagine, she was still keen on helping the plague victims and asked me to help her find a cure. We sent some samples to her old teacher, Guidor, in Varrock. He ran some tests and found out that the plague isn't actually real. I confronted the king on this and he admitted it. But why? The king told me that his brother, King Tyrus, was corrupted by the Dark Lord while exploring the lands to the west. As Tyrus was the king of West Ardone, King Lathus decided to cordon the city off to keep the rest of the world safe. The plague was the excuse he gave for the quarantine. But that does not make any sense. Why not just tell the truth? Why lie to everyone and make up a plague? Something doesn't seem right about it at all. Well, you're right about that. Turns out King Lathus was lying about that as well. But I'll get to that in a minute. After confronting the king, he recruited me and tasked me with helping him stop Tyrus. He had me travel through the underground pass into the elven fortress of Tiranwan. Elves? I wasn't even sure they existed anymore. Well, Tiranwan is full of them. In fact, they're currently in the middle of a civil war. An elven civil war? I'm going to need a drink after all of this. So what happened next? I met with an ally of King Lathus, an elf called Lord Ireworth. He's the leader of one of the elven factions. With his help, I was successful in assassinating King Tyrus. With the job done, I returned to Ardone. However, on my way back, I was intercepted by an elf named Arianwin, the leader of the rebel elves opposing Lord Ireworth. He revealed the truth to me that King Lathus and Lord Ireworth are in fact the evil ones. Together they intend to summon this Dark Lord. Just when I thought this story could not get any worse, the king is evil. Why? From what I can tell, King Lathus hated how his father split the kingdom, giving half to him and half to his brother. He wanted his brother dead from the start. Not only that, but he also wants to reclaim Camelot from King Arthur. I think he's hoping that this Dark Lord will help him. All of this, just because Lathis wants more land. What about this Lord Ironworth? What's in it for him? I think he wants to use the Dark Lord to defeat the rebel elves and end the Civil War. Apparently it's been going on for hundreds of years. I see. This still does not explain why the plague was made up, though. Well, since I learned the truth, I've been helping the rebel elves fight back against King Lathis and Lord Ironworth. I recently discovered that Lord Ironworth believes the secrets to summoning the Dark Lord lie within the Temple of Light beneath Ardone. The plague was made up to hide their mining operation beneath the city. All the mourners are actually Ironworth elves in disguise, and the people who they claim have died of the plague are actually getting sent into the mines. Goodness, my Elena, what have you gotten yourself into? Thank you for telling me the truth, Wolf Comics. I just wish you had told me sooner. If even half of what you say about King Lathis is true, then my daughter is in great danger. We need to help her. Do you have something in mind? I do. They're holding Elena in the city prison beneath the castle. You'll need to disguise yourself as a knight of Ardone, infiltrate the prison, and find a way to free her. How do I get this disguise? You'll need to get a steel plate body, some steel plate legs, and a steel full helm. The plume on the helm will need dyeing red, and you'll need a tabard for the plate body. My wife should be able to help you with the tabard. You'll have to check with her to see what she needs for it. Come back to me once you have everything, and we'll discuss what to do next. Alright, we get to talk to Edmund's wife. Is she upstairs? Oh, no, she's out front. Darn. Edmund tells me you're helping Elena again. Thank you so much. It's not a problem. Do you think you could give me a hand with something? What do you need? I need to make a Nart of Ardane. Make a Knight of Ardone tabard. Well that shouldn't be too hard for me to do. Could you bring me some silk and a purple dye, please? Luckily for us, I have them both right here. That's lucky. Here you go. You give her the silk and the purple dye. Here you go, one tabard. She gives you a Knight of Ardone tabard. So we're going to use the red dye on that. You dye the plume of your helm red, making a Knight of Ardone helm. And I think we use this on there. You add the tabard to your plate body, making a Nart of Ardone plate body. Nart. That look pretty cool now. I just need a sword. Alright, I'm in disguise. Let's go talk to Edmund. Edmund, where are you hiding? He was spying on us because he was worried about me. I finished the disguise. Well, you definitely look the part. Those guards will be totally fooled. Now get yourself down to the prison and see if you can find a way to free Elena. You'll find it beneath the castle. Alright, back to the castle. Act natural. Oh, you never see them running, so we have to walk. I just don't have the sword. I don't think I'm convincing enough. Nothing out of the ordinary. Just passing through. Yeah, he's suspicious. He's watching me. He's like, that guy didn't seem quite right. Oh, he said, hey you, but I'm just going to walk past him. So, what do you want? Elena, it's me, Wolf Comics. Wolf Comics, what are you doing here? Rescuing you, of course. Your father told me you were here. Oh, thank goodness. It's awful in here. The smell from that mugger. What mugger? That one? Jeesh. He's all the way over there, though. So what happened, Elena? How did you end up here? Oh, it was quite the tale, but let's save it for until I'm out of here. What's your plan? I didn't really have one. You don't have a plan, but aren't you meant to be an adventurer? How do you normally do this sort of thing? To be honest, I usually just make it up as I go along. Well, luckily for us, I have something in mind myself. There's an iron gate at the back of the cell that looks like it leads into the sewers. If I had some sulfuric acid, I could melt through it and escape. Where do I get the acid? Thankfully, it's pretty much essential in my line of work. I have some at my home, opposite to my parents' house. You will need to get it from my cabinet and bring it here. It's the thick, clear liquid. Alright. Don't mind me. Just gonna walk out of here. Whenever I was pickpocketing Knights of Ardone a while back, there was somebody that walked into the bank wearing this, and I was wondering how you got it, and now I know. Thick, clear liquid. Alright, now we're gonna go back. It's me again. Wolf Comics, thank goodness. How's it going? Show Elena the chemical you found. Is this what you needed? Yes, that's it. Hand it over, please. I give her the chemical. Right, probably best that you're not here when I escape. You should head back to my father. Will do. Good luck, Elena. I'll see you soon. I'm not gonna keep it. Good news, Edmund. Elena is free. I know, she already came by to let us know. That was fast. Thank you so much for your help. Where is she now? She's had to go into hiding to avoid recapture. She asked me to pass on the location, though. It's the Renison household in West Ardone. Thanks, Edmund. I'll go and see how she's doing. Alright, we're gonna go check her out. Yeah, search the bed. Wolf Comics. Elena, it's good to see you safe. And you, Wolf Comics, thank you so much for helping me get out of there. Well, I couldn't just leave you to rot. I care about you, Elena. I care about you as well, Wolf Comics. And I care about your mom. Thank you for not forgetting about me. So what's going on, Elena? Why are all these people here? This, Wolf Comics, is the Ardone Resistance. The Ardone Resistance? Yes, it all started when you told me the truth about the king. I realized it would take more than just us two to overthrow him, so I started to find allies for us. I see. When were you planning on telling me? Well, I knew you was busy infiltrating the mourners, so I didn't want to trouble you until we were all set up. We were just about there now, though. So this is how you ended up in that prison. It is. It happened while I was trying to gather more support for us. I was trying to convince some people of the truth behind the plague, but they didn't believe me. They reported me and I was arrested not long after. Well, you've clearly been quite busy. I've also made some progress since we last spoke. With the mourners, what did you find out? The mourners have been searching for a temple under West Ardone. There's an altar there that they want to use to summon the Dark Lord. That does not sound good at all. Don't worry, I restored the safeguards on the temple, so they should not be able to get in. That's good to hear. Do you think we're safe now? For now, but we can't rule out King Lathis and Lord Ironworth finding another way. Well, we can't do anything about Lord Ironworth. Your elf friends will have to sort him out. But if we get our way, Lathis might not be king for much longer. So what's your plan? You've met Counselor Halgrove before, right? He's been helping us put a plan together. Good to see you, Wolf Comics. Allow me to run you through what we have so far. So, unluckily for us, the king has total control over the paladins and the Knights of Ardone. With them, he has a large army at his disposal, one we cannot hope to stand against. But you're a counselor, can't you do anything about that? The council serves the king, I'm afraid. We can't overrule his decisions, nor can we take power from him. What we can do, however, is step in if the king becomes unfit for rule. But the king is a traitor, surely that's enough reason. It is, but right now it's our word against his, and as you've already seen with Elena, he is keen to keep us silent. Before I was arrested, we'd hoped to gather enough support among the people to be able to peacefully remove the king from power. Sadly, we've not been able to convince many of them. It's no surprise, really. The king has created a clever lie with the plague, one that's easy for people to believe. Counselor Halgrove has come up with an alternative way to gather support. I can't pretend I totally approve of it, but it seems our only option. We need people to see the king for what he really is. They're clearly not going to believe us when it comes to the plague, so we'll have to resort to some dirtier tactics. When Elena told me about how you freed her from the prison, it gave me an idea. With your disguise, you can appear to be working directly for the king. Any actions you perform in that disguise will seem like they were ordered by him. I see where this is going. If I upset people while dressed as a knight of Ardone, they'll blame the king. And once they are upset, they'll be far more likely to believe what we have to say. You can probably see why I'm not a fan now. If we're to remove the king, it should mark a new start for Ardone. But if that's all built on a lie, are we any better than the king himself? I'm going to say it's not good, but it might be our only option. I agree. I fear the danger of inaction could harm the people far more than a few small lies. You're right. It makes me feel uncomfortable, all of this. So, Ulf Comics, are you willing to help us? I am. Excellent. Let's get to work then. Wear your Knight of Ardone disguise and use it to turn people against the king in East Ardone. You want to build support in West Ardone as well, but the knights aren't allowed here. You can use your mourner disguise instead, though. As you turn people against the king, we'll be on hand to convince them of our cause. If we aim to recruit 80 people from across both parts of Ardone, we should have quite the army. What sort of thing should I do? Anything that upsets people, really. I suspect some of the others here will have a few suggestions for you. Just keep an eye out for suitable opportunities. I'll keep track of how many people we have recruited. Just let me know if you need an update. Right, I better get started then. Good luck. So, am I supposed to talk to these people to get ideas? Hey there, do you have any suggestions for this uprising of ours? I bet people would get pretty angry if they had their food taken away. Burn the food stores in West Ardone and claim it's to protect the people from the plague. Won't people be willing to accept that, though, if they think it's preventing the plague spreading? Some will, but don't forget that it was the authorities that supplied the food in the first place. People will soon get angry if they think that not enough care is being taken with the food. I see, that does make sense. I wonder if I can do something similar in East Ardone as well. Alright, raising taxes. Hey, do you two know of any ways I can cause anger at the king? We have an idea. With the plague, lots of people are worried for their health. We could take advantage of that. There's not many doctors and nurses around here. You've got Nurse Sarah in West Ardone and Dr. Orban in East Ardone, but that's about it. Imagine if the king made a new law stating that all doctors and nurses in Ardone had to retrain. They'd be out of action for months. People wouldn't like that at all. Hey Jethic, got any ideas how to increase hatred for the king? An increase in taxes would definitely cause some anger, especially if it seems that the king is making personal gain. No one likes the idea of the rich getting richer. Good thinking. What's the best way to spread that sort of news? You could target the citizens themselves, but that would be slow going. I'd recommend going to the shopkeepers instead. That will impact more people in less time. Thanks for the help. Okay, let's go piss some people off. I'm here to tell you about some new taxes. Taxes, look at this place. Do you think I can afford to pay taxes? Fighting the plague isn't cheap. The money needs to come from somewhere. As if life in the city couldn't get any worse, where am I going to find the money? That's for you to work out. The first payment is to be collected soon. We're gonna light these sacks of grain on fire. Sheesh. We're gonna talk to Chadwell. Good day, what can I get you? I'm here to tell you about some new taxes. New taxes? What are you talking about? The plague is not easy to contain. New funds are needed to help the effort. But I barely make any money here. I can't afford to pay new taxes. Sorry, but the king himself gave the order. The first payment is due soon. The people will not allow this to continue. Yes, it's working. Light these grain sacks on fire. Oh, forgot about this. You gotta pay us money and we're gonna ruin your food. She's quite a looker. Some orders from the king for you. Orders? Yes, the king is concerned about the plague spreading into East Ardone. He has ordered that all doctors and nurses retrain to ensure they are capable of dealing with the plague. But I don't have time to retrain. The people here need me. Who will help them if I'm gone? I'm sure the king considered all of that before making his decision. Well, he may be king, but he clearly does not have a clue about health. This could be disastrous for the city. Hello, citizen. Could you help me tell people about some new taxes? New taxes? You know that people won't be happy about that, right? I know it's the king's orders. As you wish. I will make sure the people know. Just know that I'll be sending them right to the king if they get angry. Good day to you. Would you like some nice, freshly baked bread or perhaps a nice piece of cake? I'm here to tell you about some new taxes. New taxes? What new taxes? The king has ordered that new taxes be introduced to help fund the fight against the plague. The food I provide helps to feed this city. People won't be happy when I have to increase my prices. Sorry, it's needed though. The first payment is due soon. Make sure you're ready. Look at my lovely gems. I'm here to tell you about some taxes. Taxes? The king has called for a tax on luxury items like the ones you sell. But the king is one of my bigger customers. I hope he realizes I'll have to increase my prices and he won't be exempt from that. I'm sure that the king has a good reason. I mean, if the taxes go up, the king is getting probably the funds, so it doesn't matter anyways. I will return to collect your first payment soon. Your argument is not valid. Would you like to trade in fur? No, I'm here to tell you about some taxes. Taxes. By order of the king, all market stalls are to be taxed to help fund his new castle market. Castle market, so he's taxing us to help him set up a competing market? That's ridiculous. Well, he's the king, so he can do whatever he wants. Your first payment will be collected soon. Do you want to buy some spice? No, I'm here to tell you about taxes. What are you on about? Taxes on all market stalls to help fund a new market at the castle. A new market could put me out of business. Why should I help fund it? Because it's the law. Refusing to pay is treason. Your first payment is due soon, so I suggest you prepare for it. I will make sure people hear about this. Taxes. Taxes? Taxes. Well, I need to up my prices. A lot of people won't be happy about this. Probably not, but they'll just have to live with it. These taxes are needed for the good of the city. Someone will come to collect a tax from you soon. Good day to you. Would you like some bread or a piece of cake? No, taxes. Taxes? Taxes. The plague is not cheap to combat. The king has decreed that new taxes be introduced to help with the funding. I appreciate the need to combat the plague, but this is a foolish move. My food feeds a lot of people. They'll be furious to hear about this. Better than getting the plague, though. Your first payment is due soon, so you better be ready. Silver. Best prices for buying and selling. No, taxes. Taxes? The king has called for a tax on luxury items. Your stall is included. Well, that's unacceptable. I'll have to increase my prices. I produced silver for the king himself before, but don't expect me to do that again. As you wish, but you'll still need to pay. Your first installment, I think that's a misspelling, will be collected soon. Hello there, I sell plate mail bodies. Are you interested? Dude, I'm fully decked out in Ardonite armor. Why would I want new armor? I'm actually here to tell you about some new taxes. I'm already paying taxes, though. Well, these are new ones, and they're going to help pay for the king's upcoming visit to Great Corinne. Well, I don't see why I have to pay for that. If the king can't afford the trip, then maybe he should not be going. It's an important diplomatic trip, I'm afraid, so it has to go ahead. The first payment will be collected soon. Taxes. But the Gillinor Housing Agency doesn't pay taxes here. It's part of our business agreement with the king. Well, these taxes are not included in that agreement. They're new emergency taxes related to the plague. Well, this is not good. If the king does not intend to honor his arrangement with us, we may well take our business elsewhere. You can do that, but while you're in Ardone, you must pay the tax. The first payment will be due soon. Welcome to the Pet Insurance Bureau. How can I help you? I'm here to tell you about some new taxes. Taxes? The king has ordered some new taxes to help fund his extensive collection of gnomish ornaments. Everyone has to contribute. Gnomish ornaments? Why can't the king pay for his own ornaments? He's got enough money as it is. The law has already been passed, so it's not up for your debate. Your first payment is expected soon. You come to the right place if you're looking for adventurer's equipment. Nope, I'm here to tell you about taxes. Taxes? The castle is in dire need of repairs. The taxes are to help fund that. They've been ordered by the king himself. Ordered by the king. This is preposterous. We'll have to increase our prices to afford this. People will be furious. Sorry, but rules are rules. The first payment is due soon, so make sure you're ready. Peace be with you, friend. Taxes. Taxes? This place is exempt from taxes. More funding is needed to hold back the plague. The church needs to help as well. We'll need to use the donations from the congregation. We were hoping to use that money to build an orphanage for those who lost their parents to the plague. Sorry, but the king has given the order. The first payment is due soon. Welcome back, and good work out there. Thanks to you, now we have a force that can stand up to Lathis and his armies. Now comes the difficult part, though. Before we move against the king, we need to deal with his allies, the mourners. So how are we going to do that? We now significantly outnumber the mourners. We should be able to drive them out of the city. The main focus will be their headquarters. Without their leadership, they'll soon retreat. So we have the numbers, but the mourners are better trained and better equipped. You should make sure you're ready before we begin. There will be bloodshed on both sides. It's necessary bloodshed, though. It is. It's just a shame there is no other way. Are you ready to begin, Elf Comics? You're about to begin the Battle of West Ardone. Any items left in the battle, including upon death, will be lost. I guess so. I will send word around to make sure our people are prepared. Good luck, everybody. This is it. The plague of West Ardone has gone on for long enough. Today is the day of the plague's end. Oh, wow. I'm not ready. Where'd my helmet go? Oh, there it is. Yeah, check out this Knight of Ardone. Man, look at Jethic go. Stab that dude. Come on, Jethic, stab this guy. Oh. Oh, look, Ellen is level 39. Oh, people in here. He actually hit me. Oh, Mart. I need to go help that guy. Oh wow, that mourner's level 106. Get off of that guy. Come on, Omar. Help me out here, dude. He's just watching. Good work. Let's head downstairs and deal with the rest of them. Oh. You. I knew you was in trouble. Well, don't worry. Lord Ireworth will learn of your betrayal. Well, he's gone. Maybe I should have brought better gear. Actually, I want to see if they will, or how hard they can hit. Oh, there's one in the corner. Oh, not all of them were level 106. Oh crap, this guy, Jethic, is getting ganged up on. That's not good. Dude, Jethic and his belly. Oh, dude, what? You're supposed to help me, man! It's just like, I've already dealt with enough, dude. I'm gonna chill. The gnome. He's ready to get out of here. He's like, thank goodness something happened. We did it. Let's get out of here. Excellent work with the mourners. I suspect the king might be getting a little worried now. So we'll need to move fast. He's probably already planning a retaliation. He's likely to expect us to take some time to recuperate after that battle. He won't expect us to hit him right away. So let me guess, that's what we're gonna do. Indeed, we hit the castle now before they have a proper chance to prepare for us. I mean, it sounds logical. Even if they're not prepared, the castle will still be well defended. Yes, but thanks to our victory in West Ardone, some of the knights are starting to question their loyalties. I've taken advantage of this and made arrangements to ensure the gates are open to us. Make no mistake, it will be a tough fight, but it's a fight we should be able to win. We can afford to take a little bit of time to ensure everyone has resupply, so feel free to come back later if you're not ready yet. Just don't take too long. Let me know when you're ready to begin, Ulf Comics. Yeah, let's go. Let's do this. I never thought the day would come. We're finally going to deal with the traitor once and for all. Let's show him what it means to cross the people of Ardone. Oh crap. These guys are a lot higher level. But I'm still hitting them decently, so I'm not too concerned. Well, I don't think I should be concerned. Oh crap, that guy might die. Good job, Jethic. Bam. Just whip that guy in the back. trying to escape, are we? I'll make sure that don't happen. We're missing one guy. Where's the last guy at? I must have missed somebody downstairs. I'm kind of confused. Oh, over here. I'm coming. Man, this guy's been kicking your butt. That's the last of them. Good work, everybody. Look who we found hiding in a wardrobe. Hey, look, it's King Lathis. You're a coward as well as a traitor. What a pathetic excuse of a man you are. You call me a traitor? I am your king. The traitors are the ones standing before me. Give it a rest. It's over. We know the truth. And what truth might that be? You let an enemy into our city and covered it up by lying to your people. And I'm sure you'd never do something like that. Don't think I didn't hear about the lies you spread about me. There's also your brother, murdered on your orders. You are aware that his killer stands with you, are you not? Wolf Comics is innocent in this. You manipulated them for your own gain. Don't you go pretending they're innocent. They're nothing more than a mercenary. All they care about is the big pot of gold at the end. They betrayed me. Before long, they'll betray you as well. Liar. Enough. You're finished, Lathis. The people will decide your fate. I don't expect them to be kind. Wolf Comics, do you have any questions for the king before we take him away? I suspect you won't get another chance to ask them. Alright, sure. Why were you helping Lord Ireworth? My father, King Ulthus, once ruled over a united Kandarin, but I was his eldest son. The kingdom was my birthright, but my fool of a father took that from me. When King Arthur and his knights arrived in our lands, my father granted them the castle of Camelot, ousting the loyal subjects that previously lived there. Not only that, but he also declared that the kingdom be jointly ruled by my brother and I, rather than giving it to me as he should have. When I ascended to my half-throne, I promised myself that I would unite this kingdom again, no matter the cost. That's why I made the deal with Lord Ireworth. In return for access to West Ardone, he agreed to help me kill my brother and drive out King Arthur. Did you know what the mourners were doing? In West Ardone, they were searching for some sort of temple, according to Lord Ireworth. The power there would be essential in summoning Zamorak, the Dark Lord. So you're knowingly allied with a group of Zamorakians. Of course I did. I prayed to Saradomin that he would help unite my kingdom again. He chose not to reply. I turned to the Dark Lord instead. With the Zamorak at my side, nothing would stand between me and Camelot. Last I checked, it was you that killed him, not me. You know what I mean. Yes. Oh, okay, we already been through this. Alright, we're done here. Take him away. Bring forth the condemned. Citizens of Ardone, before you stands Lathis Ardignus, a traitor, a murderer, and a liar. He has been found guilty of numerous heinous crimes, and now will face judgment for his sins. So this is it. After all this time, Lathis is finally going to pay for what he's done. It's like I should feel something, but I just feel empty. Lathis Ardignus, as decided by the people of Ardone, you are hereby sentenced to death. Do you have any final words? How dare you insult me like this? You can't kill me. I am the rightful king. Every person here is under my rule. The people have passed their judgment. You are not a king anymore. And then you are all traitors, and you will all pay with your lives. So be it. In the name of Zamorak, I curse you, each and every one of you. Oof. So you finally decided to show your true colors. How disappointing. We should have killed them both when we had the chance. Perhaps. You know, after you killed King Tyrus, I thought you might have some potential. Given time, we might have properly welcomed you into our ranks. You'd have been the first human among us. Well, I'm glad to have disappointed you. I don't work with murderers. No, but you seem more than happy to kill King Tyrus when it suited you. Burnt him alive in the middle of his own camp, if I recall. Wolf Comics is innocent. You lied to them. Lied? I told your friend here that King Tyrus was an invader in our lands. Last time I checked, that was the truth. Maybe, but you conveniently missed out the part about you trying to summon the Dark Lord. Ah, I see you've been led astray. You think we are the evil ones, but our cause is the true one. You think we are murderers, but we are in fact saviors. You think you're the hero of the story, but you're not. You're mad. Let me deal with them, my lord. They've caused us enough trouble. They may still be of use to us. Lock them away for now. Give them time to think of their choices. As you wish. Oh, wow. That's enough, Lord Ireworth. Let them go. Brave of you to come here, Arian Wynn, but foolish. We have you outnumbered. Don't be so sure. We fight with the strength of 10 of your warriors. Perhaps, but I don't believe you're the type to throw lives away without need. Instead, why don't we discuss this like reasonable people? So we don't have anything to discuss with you, you Zamorakian scum. Zamorakian? You don't really think we'd support that monster, do you? I'm afraid to say that you're quite mistaken. Don't try to manipulate us with your lies. We know all about your plot with King Lathis to summon the Dark Lord. Ah, that. Well, now that King Lathis is dead, I suppose there's no better time to reveal the truth. It was just a ruse, I'm afraid. A lie we told King Lathis to get him on our side. What are you on about? We needed access to West Ardone, so we needed the support of the king. Once we found out about his hidden worship of Zamorak, it seemed like an obvious lie to tell. I have no more love for Zamorak than you do. I've only ever served one god, the same one as you, Saren. You're lying. You wanted to use the Temple of Light to summon Zamorak. I can see why you'd think that, but you are mistaken. You're right to say that the temple is key to summoning a god, but that god is not Zamorak, it's Saren. That's impossible. Saren is dead. I thought the same once, but that was until I managed to break one of the seals within the Grand Library. That's how I discovered the truth. A part of Saren lives on, trapped within the Temple of Light. I do not believe you. A shame. You're better than this, Arian Wynn. I hope in time you will see that. What should we do with them, my lord? Let them go. Let it be known that the Ireworth clan is not without mercy. Are you sure about this? Yes, but make no mistake, Arian Wynn. If you and your rebels interfere with our affairs again, I will not be so forgiving. Now, I suggest you leave before I change my mind. This is not over. This is a bad idea. Don't be so sure. They may not know it yet, but the rebels could be of great use to us. I'm going to turn the light on. Ah, Elf Comics, there you are. We thought it best to let you rest for a bit after everything that happened earlier. Thanks, Arian Wynn. I definitely needed it, and thank you for saving us back there. I don't know what we'd have done if you didn't show up. I suspect you would not have been around to have this conversation. You played a dangerous game in Ardone. I fear you may not have considered the outcome of that. People were dying, Arian Wynn. We couldn't do nothing. Of course not, but we have no idea how Lord Ireworth will respond to this. The things he said when we freed you were concerning. You can say that again. What do you think he meant by it all? I'm not sure. It's something that we should discuss with the others. Could you do me a favor and fetch... I'm not even going to try to pronounce that person's name. He's probably on the upper platforms. You should bring your friend Elena as well. I'm not sure where she is. I'm afraid that guy might know, though. Okay, I'll be back soon. Upper platform. Let's go! There he is. There's that guy. A grumpy elf. So are you that guy? I am. What of it, human? Arianwen has called a meeting. He asked me to come fetch you. I see. So now... Oh. Is that a dude or a chick? That's a dude. I see. So now I'm meant to follow the orders of a human. It wasn't an order, it was just, make no mistake, human, you may have Arianwen and the others fooled, but I know what you are. I don't know what you mean. You're a menace. You claim you're here to help, but everywhere you go, you leave a trail of bodies behind. Anyway, I'll come to this meeting. I'm in no place to deny Arianwen. I just want just stay out of my way from here on out. Fine. Before you go, do you know where Alina is? The other human. I think she's by the pond to the southwest. Now, if you'll excuse me. He departs for the meeting. I've been saying Elena, but I think it's Alina. I could probably say either, but... There she is. Hey, Alina. Hey, Elf Comics. So, how are you doing? I'm okay. So much has happened so fast. It's a lot to take in. It is. I'm here for you if you need me, though. Thanks. That means a lot. Anyways, I wanted to ask you something. Go for it. The people of Ardone, the elves here, you spent a lot of time helping them. Why? What drives you, Elf Comics? People reward me for helping them. So if you didn't think you'd get a reward, you'd stop helping these elves. I'd still help. So it's not just about the reward after all. It's nice to know that it isn't all that matters to you. I suspect not many people would feel that way. Well, I'm not like other people. Clearly, thank you for answering. I realize it's a pretty pointless question. I was just curious how you felt, though. Well, I've rambled on enough. Was there something else you needed? Arianwen has called a meeting. He'd like you to attend. I'd better head over there then. Thanks for the talk. She departs for the meeting. Right. Now that we're all here, let's get started. So, as I'm sure you've all heard, King Lathis of Ardone is dead. He was overthrown by his subjects and executed soon afterwards. That's not all, though. The mourners of West Ardone have been driven out of the city. Lord Ireworth no longer has any presence in Ardone. Let's not ignore the obvious, Arianwen. Our supposed ally, Ulf Comics, helped lead the uprising. His actions may well have endangered us all. But surely this is a good thing. With Ardone lost to him, Lord Ireworth no longer has access to the Temple of Light. Without that, he has no way to summon the Dark Lord. The temple was already secure. All this uprising has achieved is to anger the enemy. You say that like it's a bad thing, that guy. Last time I checked, we didn't care about upsetting our foe. I care about keeping our people alive. And what about our people? While you sat here in your secure little village, we took action. We saved lives, but I guess you're too selfish to care about us. Selfish? How dare you? You know nothing of the plight of the elves, girl. You do well to shut your mouth. Keep your mouth shut. That's enough, that dude. We can debate what's happened for days and still reach no conclusion. That is not why I called you all here. Instead, we need to plan what happens next. Now, while freeing Ulf Comics and Alina from the Ireworth camp, we were confronted by Lord Ireworth. He could have killed us all, but he let us go. Why? His reasoning was disturbing. For a long time now, we believed that Lord Ireworth had been trying to summon Zamorak, the Dark Lord. However, he claimed otherwise. If not Zamorak, then who? Saren. Saren? But that's impossible. Saren is gone. He seems to think otherwise. He claimed that a part of Saren still lives, trapped within the Temple of Light. Apparently, he discovered this by breaking one of the 9 seals within the Grand Library. That's impossible. He's lying. Sorry, but I don't understand what you mean by all of this. Who's Saren? What library? Saren was our goddess, our guardian, and our teacher. Everything we have, we owe to her. She helped us build the great city of Prifddinas, a place where all elves could live in harmony. At the end of the God Wars, the gods were banished from this world. Saren didn't want to leave us, though. She couldn't. She shattered herself into thousands of crystals. Those crystals are all we have left of her now. I see. I'm sorry to hear that. As for the Grand Library, it was a great archive of knowledge beneath Prifddinas. Pretty much everything there was open to all of elven kind. There was an exception to that, though, the 9 seals of Saren. The seals guarded the forbidden knowledge, that which only Saren herself could access. And Lord Iorwerth managed to break one of these seals. He claims. Is there no way we can check? No, Prifddinas was lost to us. When Lord Iorwerth first took control of the city, my grandfather, Baxtorian, led an army to try and stop him. When that failed, Baxtorian and the other clan elders made one final ditch attempt to save Prifddinas. They sang the Song of Inversion to revert the entire city to a crystal seed. Their plan worked, and the city was lost to Lord Iorwerth. However, it was lost to the rest of us as well, the Grand Library with it. So, what happened to Baxtorian? While he was fighting Lord Iorwerth, invaders took control of our kingdom to the east. They kidnapped Glariel, Baxtorian's wife. Unable to find her, he sealed himself beneath the waterfall where they lived, never to be seen again. Baxtorian was king of the elves back then. Do you think he had access to the forbidden knowledge? It's not impossible, I suppose. If anyone, it would have been him. Baxtorian was closer to Saren than any other elf. It's one of the reasons he was chosen to become king. He's gone, though. Even if we knew something, he can't help us now. Don't be so sure. I never knew my grandfather, but my mother always told me that he wasn't the type for taking chances. If he knew something important, he would have made sure it would not have been lost with him. We cannot possibly make a plan without knowing Lord Iorwerth's intentions. While unlikely to be true, this stuff about the library is all we have to go on. If Baxtorian left behind anything that could help us, we should try to find it. Baxtorian kept everything of importance to him at his home within Baxtorian Falls. If we're going to find anything, it's probably there. Wolf Comics, you've been to Baxtorian Falls multiple times. You're the best person to take the lead on this. You trust the human with this? Let go of your pride, that dude. Wolf Comics has proven his worth to us. I would like to accompany you on this one, Wolf Comics. It might be useful to have an elf with you. Sounds good to me. Before her death, my mother passed down a book to me. It was written by my grandfather for his wife. You should take it with you. It might contain something of use. Thank you, Alwyn. While we're gone, the rest of you should focus on Lord Iorwerth. See if you can get any idea on what he's planning now that he's lost Ardougne. Just be careful. We always are. Good luck to you both. And you, let's get started. Everybody departs. Thank you for agreeing to help us, Wolf Comics. We owe a lot to you, even if some of us don't show it very well. You mean that dude? He is a bit rude. Try not to be too judgmental. That dude's husband was killed by Asilt, one of the Lord Iorwerth's henchmen. I don't know. I've met Asilt. He was one in charge of the mourners in West Ardougne. He's a nasty piece of work. If you try hard enough, you can find something redeemable about most elves, even those that serve Lord Iorwerth. But Asilt, he seems to take a joy in the suffering of others, especially those unable to defend themselves. Enough about him, though. We need to focus on Baxtorian Falls. I suggest we travel separately. We can't be too careful at the moment. Makes sense. Will you be okay getting there on your own? I'm no expert on your lands, but I should be fine. I just have a few things to gather before I depart. On that case, I'll meet you there. Alright, let's go to the bank. I was here not too long ago for a clue. I've done a decent amount of medium clues, and then I've been using all my silver keys to get hard clues. I did like 5 hard clues today. I think I need a key to get in here, but we'll see. Yep, gotta go get the key. Oh, don't want to drink that. We got an emerald. Okay, let's go. Ah, hello there, Wolf Comics. Glad to see you made it here okay. You too. I might say it feels strange to be back here, especially after all this time. You've been here before? A long time ago. I was one of the elves born in Baxtorian's new kingdom. My family were close relations with Baxtorian. He invited us here a few times. Those were simpler times, happier times. After Baxtorian left to try and retake Prifdinus, my parents were among those who joined him. They never returned. I was still just a child at the time, alone and afraid. I'm sorry to hear that, Arianwen. This war has taken so much from my people and from yours. I'd give anything to see peace, anything to finally see Prifdinus with my own eyes. Sorry, now's not the time for this. We need to see if Baxtorian left anything of use behind. Here's that book that Aylwin gave us. Hopefully it has something of use in it. She hands me a book. Do you think we'll find anything to help us here? I won't lie, we're clutching straws here, but we have nothing else to go on, so we have to try. Baxtorian was once the king of the elves. Anything he left behind might be of use. Do you believe what Lord Ironworth said about Saren? To be honest, I really don't know. It seems impossible, and yet, no, it's just me being wishful. He's lying. He has to be. Wishful? By the time I was born, Saren was already gone from the world. All I knew of her was stories that my parents told me. You wish you could have met her? I do, but that does not mean I should fall for the lies of Lord Ironworth. Saren is gone. Nothing can ever bring her back. I'll crack on. I am next to the first. I am not opposite the second. I am the third. Maybe I should write this down. Okay. I am not opposite the second. So I am next to the first. So this one has to be 1. I am not opposite. I am opposite the 5th, so that one is 5 over there. I am not next to the 4th, so this one is not 4, and this one is not 4. So I am not the 6th. What did this one say? I'm next to the 1st. I am the 3rd. Okay. So I am not opposite the 2nd. I am next to the 1st. I am opposite the 5th. I'm assuming the opposite sides. I am not next to the 4th. So is it the 4th? I'm gonna guess it is number 4. I am not the 6th. So this one has to be 6. And then the last remaining number is 2. So let's make sure. Okay. That one is not the 2nd. So that one's got to be the 1st. So I think it goes 5, 1, 3, 6, 4, 2. If I'm wrong, I have to start over. So I'm gonna guess that reading this is gonna tell me which. So 1 is gonna be the nature rune. So that's this one. Oh no. Oh, I don't need that. Okay. So Eric Leaf is number 2. We'll keep going with what we think it is. I don't know if the item was supposed to disappear like that. Black Knife on number 3, or Dagger, this one. Zamorak Brew on number 4, which is this one. Adamant Chain Body on number 5, which I wrote down as this one. And then a Cabbage on number 6, which is this one. Oh, I must have got it right. Oh wow, check that out. Galariel, who are you? I'm Ulf Comics, and this is Arianwin. Arianwin, I remember that name. You grew up in my kingdom. I'm sorry about your family. Don't be, your majesty. I appreciate the sentiment, but please, I am no king anymore. Now I must ask, Galariel, is there any news? I'm sorry, but she's gone. I see. It was always a lot to hope for. If it's any consolation, Ulf Comics moved her remains here to be closer to you. That means a lot, thank you. It is good to see that some humans still see elves as friends. If you need time, I feel I've spent long enough here. Then I can take you back to Lutya. Your grandson, Islwyn, is there. Grandson? So Ariel's had a child. Does she still live as well? I'm afraid not, I'm sorry. No father should outlive their child. Forgive me, Ariels. Please let us leave now. There is too much sadness for me here too, and too much pain. Once we arrive, you must tell me everything that has happened in my absence. Very well, I will teleport us back to Lutya. You'll have to make your own way back, I'm afraid, Ulf Comics. No problem, see you soon. They teleport out. A plinth where a statue once stood. If you grab that, it flushes you out. Welcome back, Ulf Comics. While you was gone, I filled Baxtorian in on everything that has happened. I also took the liberty of calling the others here so that we can discuss our next move. He also missed out on Islwyn, getting to meet his grandfather for the first time. I think he might have cried a little. Cried? In your dreams. I appreciate we're all happy to have Baxtorian back with us, but let's not get distracted. Apologies, Arianwin. Right over to you, Baxtorian. Thank you, Arianwin. Forgive me, it's been a long time since I've last chaired a meeting like this. Much has changed since then as well. Take your time. Thank you, friend. Arianwen has informed me of Lord Ireworth's revelation. Do you believe his claims? About Saren? No. As for him breaking a seal in the Grand Library, I do not know. You don't know? What do you mean you don't know? That dude. I know not what the seals hide. What I do know is that they could, in theory, be broken. I was lucky enough to be trusted by Saren. She confided in me many times. She never told me what knowledge the seals guard, but she did tell me that they could be destroyed. How? I don't know exactly. She said that those who follow the light would be able to access her knowledge. And that's it. This gives us nothing to go on. Not nothing. We now know that the seals can be destroyed, which means Lord Ireworth could have spoken the truth. But without access to the Grand Library, we have no way to be sure. Well, we might still have a way. A way to access the library? Yes. Prifddinas may have been reverted to seed, but it does still exist. You're not suggesting we restore the city, are you? Even if we could, Lord Ireworth would instantly take it. No, while Lord Ireworth is at large, Prifddinas must remain as it is. However, there may be a way to still enter the city. You don't mean entering the crystal, do you? That's not possible. Actually, I think it would be possible. A crystal seed that contains Prifddinas, it's not the same as the seeds we use to form weapons and armor. The seed contains Prifddinas, but the seed itself is not the city. So it's like a box. Exactly, and if we can enter the box, we can enter Prifddinas. That's the idea. It won't be straightforward, though. Is it ever? We will need a special potion to be able to safely enter the crystal seed. We'll also need to be able to bypass the defenses around it as well. A potion sounds like my area of expertise. Perfect. Elena, if you can help create this potion, that would be greatly appreciated. The rest of us can work on those defenses. Right, Elf Comics, meet me by the pond. I could use your help with this. Hey, Elf Comics, glad everything went okay at Backstorian Falls. Thanks. Anything exciting happened while I was gone? Nope, all nice and quiet for a change. Good to hear. Backstorian is an interesting one, isn't he? He does seem a bit lost. Exactly. He reminds me of a story my father once told me, a story of a broken man. Now's not the time for stories, Elena. I guess you're right. The short of it is Backstorian has lost everything that he cared about. He's just an empty shell now with nothing left to live for. But he's not totally lost. He still has Islwyn, and we can still turn this war around. Maybe. I guess only time will tell. Right. Shall we get started with this potion? What do we need? Backstorian gave me the details. To start with, we need an Elder Cadentine herb. We should be able to grow one from a normal Cadentine seed. We just need to prepare the patch a little differently. The elves have said that we can use this farming patch here. While I prepare the patch, could you go and fetch a Cadentine seed and a seed dibber? So I already have the seed here. Well, it also happens that I've actually already prepared the patch, so you can get started right away. How convenient. Indeed. When you're ready, go ahead and plant the seed. That looks like a normal patch to me. Seeds planted. Great. I'll keep an eye on the patch while it grows. You should go check in with Arianwen and Backstorian in the meantime. Alright, see you, dude. Hello there. Hello, Elf Comics. How's the potion going? So we planted the herb we need. Now we have to wait for it to grow. Is there something I can do in the meantime? I suspect there is. Myself and Backstorian have been looking over how we can get past the defenses around the crystal seed. What defenses are there? The crystal seed containing Prifddinas. It lies in the middle of the clearing where the city once stood. The only thing left of the city itself are the walls. These are no ordinary walls, though. Long ago, they were reinforced by various enchantments to protect Prifddinas during the God Wars. With Prifddinas gone, Lord Ireworth has claimed the land where it once was. He's managed to manipulate the defenses to only allow his allies to enter. So, how do we get past him? While the Ireworth clan may hold some magical knowledge, they are not mystics. I have no doubt that their work was crude at best, work that a true master of the magical arts could overcome. I see, and where do we find a true master of the magical arts? There were 8 separate elven clans that journeyed with Saren to this world. Those 8 clans still exist today, with each elf born into one of them. You'll have already heard of some of the clans. The Iorwerth clan is known to you, the Traders clan of assassins and slayers, and the Kadarn clan, of course, the warrior clan of which myself and Arianwen are part of. The other clans you might be less familiar with, however, one of those clans is key here, the Amlod clan, the clan of mystics. It was the Amlod clan who created the Prifddinas defenses. Their clan should have the knowledge needed to overcome them, and all of the Amlod clan, none know more than Lord Ewan Amlod himself. And where can we find him? After Prifddinas was reverted to seed, the clan elders went into hiding. Before we parted ways, the others did leave me with some clues on how to find them. Lord Amlod may be our priority, but the other elders could be of great help in our fight against Lord Iorwerth. We should try to find them all. I managed to decipher the clue left behind by Lord Amlod. We should be able to use it to find him. I've also started to work on the other clues. Apart from Lord Amlod, I've only been able to decipher Lady Treharn's clue so far. I'll keep working on the others, though. Wolf Comics, myself, and Backstorian will continue to work on deciphering these clues. While we do, it would be of great help if you could find Lord Amlod and Lady Treharn for us. Okay, how do I find Lady Treharn? Here's the clue she left behind. I will journey south from the well. I see. Anything else I should know? The Treharn clan is a clan of smiths and miners. It's possible that you'll need to use your smithing and mining skills to find Lady Treharn. How do I find Lord Amlod? Here's the clue you left behind. The elven crystal will lead you to me. I see. Anything else I should know? The Amlod clan is a clan of mystics. Some sort of magic may be key to finding Lord Amlod. You might also find this of use. Lord Amlod gave it to me before we went our separate ways. He gave me a crystal seed. I'll be back later. I have the seed from Backstorian that I think needs enchanting. Let me see what I can do with it. Nonsense. She hands me an enchanted crystal seed. There you go. Be careful with it. I'm not sure what it will do when used. Thanks for the warning. See you later. She seems to be in a deep sleep. She's wearing a strange exoskeleton made from runite. The exoskeleton is damaged and needs repairing. So what do I do? I repair the exoskeleton. Who has awoken me? A human? You are not who I expected. Backstorian sent me. We need your help in the fight against Lord Iorwerth. Backstorian lives, and he is working with a human? This is most irregular. I see you repaired my exoskeleton as well. Impressive work for a human, but again, most irregular. Tell me, human, where is Backstorian? He's in the elven village of Letnia, south of here. I will journey there at once. There is clearly a lot I need to catch up on. Well, short and sweet. Okay, so... look at this place. It's beautiful, is it not? Yeah, it's quite nice. Are you Lord Amlod? A curious name, why do you ask? Backstorian sent me. He gave me a crystal that belonged to Lord Amlod. It brought me here to you. To me, I see. I have a question for you. This valley before us, how would you describe it? Beautiful. beautiful. Yes, it's nice to look upon such beauty. It reminds me of my home, the crystal spires of Perptinus. Sorry, Lord Amlod. Indeed, and if Baxtorian sent you, then it is time for me to leave this place. Tell me, human, where must I travel to? The village of Letya, in the forest of that place. Then we shall leave at once. Allow me to teleport you back with me. We're back. It grew perfectly. Let's harvest it. Harvest it. So what else do we need for the potion? The other ingredient is crystal dust. Hopefully you can get some from Arianwen or Baxtorian. Once you have some dust, just add it to a vial of water along with the herb. Right, I'll go see if I can get some crystal dust. Don't forget this. She gives me the herb, elder herb. Hello, Elf Comics, how's it going? I'm working on getting that potion made. I need some crystal dust for it, though. Crystal dust? I'm asking for drugs. Interesting. Well, I have an old crystal here that you can use. It will need grinding up, though. Old crystal. I finished the potion. Great. I'll look after it for you. Now let's call the others and discuss our plan for the Grand Library. Another meeting. Right. Thanks to Elf Comics, we should now have everything we need to enter the crystal seed containing Perptinus. So we have a way to bypass the defenses. Indeed we do. Baxtorian's knowledge allowed Elf Comics to reunite us with Lord Amlod and Lady Treharn. It was the Amlod clan that created those defenses. Lord Amlod can overcome them for us. My magic can be used to teleport someone through the defenses and into the crystal. It will require great focus, though. I will only be able to send one of you in. The inversion potion will ensure that whoever is sent survives the journey. Now we just need to decide who that is. So I propose we send Elf Comics in. They have proven to us time and time again that they have the skill needed for a challenge like this. You can't be serious. Even if Elf Comics has proven their worth to, or as you claim, which I have my doubts about, they'll never be deemed worthy enough to unlock Saren's hidden knowledge. Why? Because they're not an elf? Exactly. If Saren created a way for the seals to be destroyed, she would have made it so that only an elf could break them. Were you there when Saren made those seals, boy? Well, of course not. Then how do you know what our goddess intended? I just think. I don't know this human here, but I damn well... Wow, there's a curse word in RuneScape. I damn well don't know you either. The human was capable enough to find me and fix my exoskeleton. Maybe they are capable of this as well. You'd never have got this far without Elf Comics. Maybe you should start trusting them. Then I propose that Elf Comics be the one that sent into the crystal. Anyone disagree? Yes, we already know you do. Anyone else? Right, Elf Comics, talk to Lord Amlod when you are ready. Good luck. I'm going to take a little break and eat something. Alright, I went and got a snack and took a little break. I think I'm ready to tackle this next part. The Grand Library of Perptinus, such a beautiful place. You will be the first to step foot there for hundreds of years. What do I need to do once I arrive? They say Lord Iorwerth broke one of the 9 seals of Saren within the library. Find the seal and see what knowledge he uncovered. Once that is done, seek out the 8 other seals. See if you can break them as well. Their knowledge may be key to our fight against the darkness. Do you have any idea how to break the seals? According to Baxtorian, Saren herself said that those who follow the light will be able to access her knowledge. That's not a lot. No, but it is all you have. Now, when you are ready, I can teleport you into the crystal seed. I have the potion that you made earlier. It will ensure that you survive the journey. One last thing. The laws that this land abide by, they may not apply in the library. What does that mean? The library has been reverted to crystal. That which is impossible out here may well be normal in an environment like that. You should be cautious. Now, are you ready? Well, let's do this. Good luck. Very bright. Yeah, this is very much like the Temple of Light. Maybe it's not as complicated as it looks like it is, but it looks like a lot. And so comes another to seek the knowledge of Saren. Greetings, mortal. You're Saren. No, I'm just a memory, a mere fragment of something far greater, a guardian of the knowledge that she left behind. I seek that knowledge to help in the fight against Lord Ironworth. It is not my place to question why. I only exist to pass on which she sealed away. So you'll give me the knowledge. The seals guard the truth. This seal has been broken. Its knowledge is now open to all. Here's what you seek. Therein lies my guilt, a part of me, trapped and alone. Dark, yes, but still a part of my being, sealed away in the Temple of Light. The protections on the temple, they should keep her contained, but in case they don't, I created one last safeguard, a prison within a prison. With it, I made a key, an orb of light to unlock the darkness. I could have destroyed it, sealed her away forever, but I still question my decision, and so I hid the orb away while I think upon my choices. The shrine at Gorla, that is where it lies. With it, she can be freed or destroyed. And so ends the knowledge of this seal. So Lord Ironworth spoke the truth. A part of Saren lives within the Temple of Light. But why? I have imparted the knowledge of the seal. There is nothing more here to give. If you seek the rest, then the other seals must be broken. How? Start with the seal of Ethel to the southeast. The light will guide the way. And she's gone. Seal. Oh, she's back. When I first encountered the elves on their home world of Tardiad, it was like I had finally found my purpose. I quickly fell in love with them, and they with me. I set out to help them, to guide them. They immediately embraced this, and one of their mystics, Saidwid, documented my teachings in a great book called The Surti. It was the start of something beautiful, but there is pain and beauty, as I soon came to realize, and so ends the knowledge of the seal. If you seek more knowledge, look to the seal of Kadarn. You'll find it on the bottom level to the south. The light will guide the way. If you wish, I can return you to the central chamber. Sure. Compared to many of the mortal races I had encountered, the elves had reasonable lifespans, and yet it wasn't long enough. As I spent time with the elves, I watched as they withered and died. Each death was a blade through my heart, but none more so than Saidwad, my closest companion. It didn't seem fair. It did not seem right. They deserved more. I knew I had to give it to them. And so ends the knowledge of the seal. If you seek more of the knowledge, look to the seal of Cruis. You will find it on the middle level to the northwest. The light will guide the gate. The light will guide the way. If you wish, I can return you to the central chamber. I found a way to share my essence with the elves, a piece of my being for each of one of them. With this gift, their years would number in the thousands, time enough to live the lives that they deserved. In keeping with the elven tradition, the gift was given through a song. They called it the Song of Creation, for it was the creation of a new life for them. At least so we thought. And so ends the knowledge of the seal. If you seek more knowledge, look to the seal of Amlod. You'll find it on the bottom level to the west. The light will guide your way. With all of my knowledge, I should have known not to meddle. That which I intended as a gift soon turned out to be their curse. The Song of Creation increased their lifespans, but at a terrible price. It bound them to me. To stray too far from their sides caused pain and even death. I knew I had to help them to fix my mistakes. I should have known that I'd only make it worse. And so the ends the knowledge of the seal. If you seek more knowledge, look to the seal of Mailar. You'll find it on the top level. Go to the west. The light will guide the way. Another being came to our world, divine like myself, but not by design. He spoke of a perfect world, one filled with power. I knew it was a risk, but I decided to travel there. The power he spoke of might have been the only thing capable of saving the elves. The curse made it impossible for me to go without them, so they had to come with me and leave their home behind. It was hard on them, but in the end, I managed to convince them. And so ends the knowledge of the seal. If you seek more knowledge, look to the seal of Heaven. You'll find it on the top level to the southwest. The light will guide your way. Yes, please. We made our home in the new world, in a great city of crystal spires. It was as beautiful as the world from which we came, but beneath that beauty, the curse remained. The power that filled the world was even greater than I had anticipated. A higher power, one I had not encountered for a long time. I was sure this world held the key to breaking the curse. I just needed to find it. So ends the knowledge of the seal. If you seek more knowledge, look to the seal of Trehorn. You'll find it in the top level to the east. The light will guide your way. It took millennia, but I finally made a breakthrough. Deep beneath the mountains near our home, I found a source of deathly energy. I was sure I could use this power to save them. My essence is of life, of light. This darkness would be the perfect counter, a way to nullify the curse. I should have known not to be so foolish. This curse started with my meddling. My meddling was never going to end it. And so ends the knowledge of the seal. If you seek more knowledge, look to the seal of Ironworth. You'll find it on the middle level to the northeast. The light will guide the way. I am a being of light, but even within me there was some darkness. I poured this darkness into my creation, combining it with deathly energy, the deathly energy I had found. When I was done, I looked upon my creation, a fragment of myself, but one of darkness, rather than light. I thought her essence would counter my own, ending the curse with her mere existence. It was not to be, though. The curse was tied to me, not to her. I had failed, and she knew it. She turned on me, tried to destroy me. I had to stop her, so I sealed her away in the very place I had created her. And so ends the knowledge of the seal. So Saren split off a fragment of herself, hoping it would help fix her mistakes. That's what lives within the Temple of Life. That's what Lord Ironworth is trying to summon. I should return to Letya and let the others know what has happened. Wolf Comics, you have returned. Did you discover anything in the Grand Library? What do you think? I did. I think we should call the others. Alright. Meeting. Arian 1 calls the others to the meeting. Emergency meeting. Okay, thank you all for joining us. In case you weren't aware, Wolf Comics here has returned from the Grand Library with some news for us. So what happened? I entered the library and found the seal broken by Lord Ironworth. So he did break one of the seals. Did it hide anything notable? Yes, it contained a memory left behind by Saren herself. A memory of Saren. Amazing. It was only part of something larger, though. I had to break the other 8 seals to uncover the rest of it. So you managed to break all of Saren's seals. Very impressive, Wolf Comics. Now tell us, this memory, what was it? This is where it gets interesting. The memory spoke of a curse on the Elves, a curse that Saren was desperately trying to break. A curse? What curse? A curse binding the Elves to Saren. As long as she remained close, it was unnoticeable, but if she went too far, pain and death. But who was responsible? Who cursed our people? That's the thing, it was Saren herself. What? Saren was our goddess. She would never curse us. How dare you suggest otherwise? I'm telling the truth. Truth? You don't know the meaning of the word. She didn't mean to do it. She was trying to help. She was using her own essence to try and extend your lifespans, but it just went wrong. I don't believe it. She cursed us. Our goddess cursed us. If what you say is true, how does it relate to Lord Iorwerth's claims? Saren went to great lengths to undo the curse. She believed that she could nullify it by creating a being of darkness, one to counter her light essence. Lord Iorwerth spoke the truth. She created a fragment of herself filled with darkness, hoping to use it to break the curse. It did not work, though, so she sealed it in the Temple of Light. This can't be real. This is a dream. Tell me this isn't real. This is a lie. It has to be. The human is showing their true colors once again. What did I tell you about insulting the human? Arianwen, what do we do? Why are we still stood here? This human needs putting in chains. You leave him alone. Arianwen, do something. I don't. Arianwen, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
Oh, sorry, Sophie, I'm not yelling at you.
You think I know something. You all don't. You think I have some trick hidden up my sleeve. I have nothing. You're a leader. Lead. And how would you have me do that? How am I meant to respond to this? You can start by locking this human up. They are the traitor. He is the traitor. The curse is clearly a lie. If we were truly tied to Saren, we'd have all dropped dead when she was shattered. The curse clearly does not exist. Well, don't be so sure of that. Nice of you to suddenly speak up. I'd have thought a king would command a bit of authority rather than crying in the corner. I'm not a king anymore. Well, thanks, Saren, for that. You only managed to lose the entire kingdom to Lord Iorwerth. You should learn some respect. I have respect. I respect the heroes who died in this war, not the coward that ran away from it. You're right. I failed. Oh, shit. While horrifying, I believe Ulf Comics speaks the truth. They have no reason to lie to us, and he has no reason to lie to us, and what he says makes sense. How? Most of you never met Saren. You only know her through the stories passed down to you, but I did know her, and I know she was filled with pain. You think this is the reason? I think it could be. As for why we don't feel the effects of the curse now, that is because Saren is still with us, every one of us. Of course, the crystal seeds, all of us carry them in some form or other, and all of them came from Saren when she shattered herself. Her last attempt to break the curse, after everything else failed. So what do we do? There's one other thing. Saren built a second set of defenses within the Temple of Light. This fragment of her is sealed within them. There's an orb that can bypass these defenses. An orb. Yes, apparently she hid it somewhere called Gorla. I know of Gorla. It's an old shrine north of Prifddinas, a place for quiet worship away from the city. Does Lord Iorwerth know about the orb? Yes. Then he might have already claimed it. We should send someone to check. I will go. I wish to see some actual proof of what this human claims. That's not your call. Arianwen is in charge here. Am I? My whole life I've been fighting Lord Iorwerth. My whole life I've believed him to be a servant of Zamorak. Now I learned that everything I fought for was a lie. I don't even know what I'm leading anymore. Maybe Lord Iorwerth fights for a different cause to what we thought, but that doesn't change who he is. That doesn't change what he's done. I need time alone, time to think. Backstorian, I would appreciate it if you could take charge for a while. Okay, I'll do my best. That's all I asked. Now I would like to be alone. You're not the only one. I think we all need time to process this. Then let us close this meeting. We will reconvene later. So what do we do now? There's a lot to think about for all of us. There's also a lot we still don't know. Do you think Arianwen will be okay? Oh, I'm sure. I hope so. I know the pain he feels. It can tear you apart if you're not careful. You seem to be dealing with it okay. I'm glad it seems that way. That's not how it feels, though. I know of Saren's troubles, but to know the cause, it's heartbreaking. Now I find myself leading once more. Something I swore I would never do again. Arianwen seems to think you're capable. Yes, but Arianwen doesn't know me. Not really. Anyway, I suppose my job now is to make sure we don't lose sight of our goal. Do we know what that is anymore? To stop Lord Iorwerth. Even if we know now his true intentions, even if some think those intentions may be good, we can't ignore his actions. He'd see us all dead just to free this fragment of Saren. He has to be stopped. What do you need me to do? That dude has gone to see if he can find the orb you spoke of. No one really gave him permission, but he seems to care little for orders at the moment. Once he gets back, we'll know more about what to do next. In the meantime, I've managed to decipher the clues left behind by Lord Crewis and Lady Heaven, two more of the clan leaders. We should try to find them. How do I find Lord Crewis? Here's the clue he left behind. The trees of my home will call to me. The clan is a clan of woodcutters and farmers. The entire clan is close to nature, but none more than Lord Crewis. How do I find Lady Heaven? Here is the clue she left behind. I will walk across the water to the south. The Heffen clan are religious leaders. They teach us to better ourselves, not just in mind, but in body as well. The Lord Heffen used to lead some of the more vigorous training exercises of the Heffen clan. Alright. A traveler, it's been a long time since I've had any company on this little island of mine. I fear you are at a dead end, though. There's nothing of interest for you here. So don't be so sure. I got here by following a clue left behind by Lady Heaven. I seek her on behalf of Baxtorian himself. Baxtorian? I see. Then I have good news for you, human. You have found the one you seek. You're Lady Heaven? I am. I have lived here in solitude for a long time, but now that solitude must end. Where am I needed? The village of Letya, north of here. It's time for me to resume my role among the elves. I will go at once. Bruh. Ah! Oh, you're not a tree. A tree? No, of course not. I'm an elf, but through deep magic, I took on the form of a tree. It allowed me to hide and stay safe. Safe from Lord Ireworth? You know of Lord Ireworth? Yes, you must be Lord Crewis. Baxtorian sent me to find you. We need your help. I see. Where is Baxtorian? The village of Ledya, just east of here. It is time for me to uproot. I will head there at once. So, good work finding Lord Crewis and Lady Heffen. I never thought I'd see the other elders again. Maybe we'll have a chance with them alongside us. No problem. Any news from that one person? He has just returned. Let us gather the others and hear what he has to say. Here we go again. Now that the dude has returned, I thought we should gather to hear what he has discovered. Where is Arianwin? So I saw him heading out into the forest earlier. He must have wanted some time alone. I hope he's okay. He'll be alright, just give him time. While he is gone, we need to keep making progress. On that note, what news do you have, dude? The shrine at Gorlo was empty. The orb was removed quite a while ago by the looks of things. So do you believe me now? If it helps with your overinflated ego, then yes, I now believe you. If the orb isn't at Gorla, Lord Ireworth must have claimed it. It could be anywhere now. Well, luckily for us, I know exactly where it is. There's a cave just north of the Ireworth camp that is used to store supplies. Lord Ireworth has it under close guard there. How do you know this? Because I went scouting. Scouting at the Ireworth camp. Who gave you permission? I gave myself permission. I do not serve you, Baxtorian, or anyone else here. No, you just serve yourself, don't you? My actions benefit us all. Now that we know where the orb is, we can move to claim it. But why would Lord Ireworth keep the orb at the camp? Surely it would be more secure behind the Prifddinas walls. That's the other thing I found out. Lord Ireworth knows we managed to enter the library. He fears the orb would not be safe behind the walls. How did you discover this? I have my methods. It worries me that you are unwilling to share them. Save your suspicions for someone who cares. So we know where the orb is. What do we do now? Lord Iorwerth intends to use the orb to free the dark fragments of Saren. We need to stop him. But this fragment of Saren, it's still part of her. Lord Iorwerth has done some unspeakable things, but he does not serve Zamorak like we thought. Maybe we can reason with him. So I tried to reason with Lord Iorwerth a long time ago. It won't work, as much as I wish it would. Regardless of his intentions, Lord Iorwerth is our enemy. You should want to kill him, not reason with him. I would never wish for the death of a fellow elf, no matter what they've done. Well, look at you with your moral high ground. Now is not the time for arguing. At some point, we will need to decide what to do about the fragment of Saren. For now, though, we need to focus on getting that orb and stopping Lord Iorwerth. The orb is not enough for him to win, though. He'll also need to break through the defenses of the Temple of Light. He'll struggle to do that now that he's lost Ardougne. There's another way into the temple, though. A tunnel from the underground pass built by the dwarves there. Great, dwarves. I hate dwarves. You hate everything. Lord Iorwerth will stop at nothing to enter the temple. We have to assume that sooner or later he will find that tunnel. Then we should make sure the tunnel is secure. Backstorian, allow myself and the other elders to go meet with these dwarves. Very well. Head to the underground pass and see what you can do. In the meantime, we should secure that orb, even if he does get into the temple. Lord Iorwerth can do nothing without it. Let me guess, you're going to send your favorite human. Wolf Comics, head to the cave at the Iorwerth camp and recover the Orb of Light. Be careful, though. It's likely to be well guarded. Sounds like we're done here. Let's get moving. Who are you? Tim? Well, prepare to die, Tim. Uh-oh. Orb of Light. To hold back the darkness. I've got the orb. Thank you, friend. Without this, Lord Iorwerth has no hope of freeing that fragment of Saren. I will look after it until we decide what to do with it. So what now? We have the orb, and the elders are securing the Temple of Light as we speak. That fragment of Saren should no longer be a concern. But Lord Iorwerth is still out there, and thanks to his larger army, we have no way of easily dealing with him. There must be something we can do. I'm sure there is, but I don't know what. Perhaps we should call the others then. I was thinking the same. However, I have a favor to ask first. Something I'd rather keep quiet. What is it? Our group is fractured. The revelation about Saren has hit everyone hard, and opinions clearly differ on how we should be responding to it. I fear some intend to take matters into their own hands. That guy in particular has been very distant. I have concerns about his loyalties. You don't think he'd join with Lord Iorwerth, do you? I don't know. He claims to hate the Iorwerth clan, and he has more reason to feel that way than most. That said, something is not right. And you want me to investigate? I do. That dude left the village after the meeting earlier. See if you can track him down and find out what he's up to. Any idea where he might have gone? I'm afraid not. Alina said she saw him leaving through, though maybe she can help. Alright, I'll go talk to her. I'm gonna grab some stamina potions. Alright, Alina. Hey, Elf Comics, good to see you. Hey, Alina, how's it going? Not too bad. I've been given a lot to think about, though. Everything I've learned about Saren, about the elves, it's crazy how big it all is. Our little fate in Ardougne seems so small now. I'm surprised it hasn't made you run for the hills. Now you know me better Now, you know me better than that. I'm too stubborn to leave now. That's fair. Anyway, I wanted to ask you about that dude. That dude. I'm trying to find him. Backstory said you saw him leaving the village earlier. I did. I don't know where he went, though. That's annoying. He only left recently. Maybe you can pick up his trail. Have a look around the hidden entrance to the village by the wolves and see if you can find anything out of place. Good idea. Thanks, Elena. Well, meeting with the Iorworth clan. This does not look good for you. What are you doing here? Keeping an eye on you, you traitor. Traitor, you dare call me a traitor. Your loyalties change more than the wind, and you have the nerve to say I'm the traitor. Lord Iorworth took everything from me. My whole life was destroyed by him, and that dog is Silt. Do you really think I'd join up with him? Well, that's what it looks like. You fool of a human. I may not agree much with the other rebels, but everything I've done has been to stop Lord Iorworth. Well, who is this then? Well, now that you've ruined everything as usual, I suppose I'd better tell you. This is Easton Edirn, head of the research for Lord Iorworth and my informant within the Iorworth clan. Your informant? That's right, you idiot. He is here. He has been providing me with information on the Iorworth clan. Not only that, he is the reason you were able to claim that Orb of Light. I don't understand if you've always been loyal, why all the secrecy? That was my request. I feared that the other rebels may not be trusting of me. They could have imprisoned me or even killed me. It seemed safer to keep things secret. Not to mention the fact that it kept him safe from any informants that Lord Iorworth might have among the rebels. I guess that makes sense. I'm sorry, dude. I don't want an apology. I don't care how you feel about me. All I care about is stopping Lord Iorworth for good. I lost all that I had, all that I cared about. I will make him pay. Arian one told me what they did. No, you don't get to talk about that. You have no right. Sorry. Sorry to interrupt, but I think you need to hear this. What news do you bring? It's not good, I'm afraid. The human here was not wrong to suspect a betrayal. Lord Iorworth, he knows about Ledya. By Saren, how? There is a traitor amongst your people. I know not who they are, but it wasn't this human as you feared. They told Lord Iorworth how to find the village. When did he find out? Earlier today. Asilt is preparing their forces as we speak. Hang on, if the traitor was one of the rebels, they'll also have told Lord Iorworth about the tunnel into the Temple of Light. We'll know how to get in. He just needs to reclaim the orb. We need to get to Ledya now. What about me? Your days as an informant are done. You're coming with us. Now we need to move. Oh, wow. Alina, are you okay? I'm fine, but we need to get the citizens to safety. Where's Baxtorian? Where's the orb? I do not know. Damn it. Oh, wow, more cursing. Right, you two go with Alina and help the citizens. I'll find Baxtorian. But nothing. Now go. My children! Someone help me find my children! Wolf Comics, you go help her. We'll get the other citizens to safety. Dude, I think I got hit by that. Can't even go through there. Oh, I gotta search various objects. Okay. Ah, there's a kid in there. You have to be brave. Your mother's outside waiting for you. Okay, I can be brave. Wow. She's got more than one kid. Ah! Your mom's outside. Okay, that was strange. Okay, so green arrow is a regular attack which can be negated with prayer. Orange arrow is an explosive attack. I have to move away. The purple arrow disables active prayers. Okay. Well, the great King Bextorian. I wasn't sure I believed it when I heard you were still alive, but here you are. I'm sorry to disappoint you. Well, your ability to disappoint is one of your few talents, so I'll let it slide. However, I must insist that you give me the orb. Crawl back into the hole you came from, Lord Iorwerth. You will not leave here with that orb. Okay, I will, one way or another, but in case it wasn't clear, let me explain the situation. As we speak, my forces are dealing with the last of your rebels and rounding up your citizens. You have no way to fight and nowhere to run. Of course, I could just have you all killed right now, after the trouble you've caused me, but it wouldn't be an unreasonable act. However, I'm not without mercy, and I will not draw blood unless I have to. Instead, I give you a choice. Give me the orb, and I will withdraw my forces, leaving you in peace. Refuse, and the blood of those citizens will be on your hands. We don't barter. I feared as much. That said, I do have someone here who might change your mind. She betrayed us. What is this? What have you done? What have I done? Well, I told him the truth. It was about time someone did. What truth? They're not the enemy. I thought they were for so long, but they're not. Everything we have done, every sacrifice we have made, all of it has been to free our goddess. You've never sacrificed, you've never lost anything. You only sacrificed those around you. You have some nerve to lecture me. Remind me, how many of your people died under your watch? How many fell trying to free your wife? These new followers of yours, do they know? Do they know what you did? Do they know about the monster you truly are? I never. No, of course they don't. You're a liar and a coward. That's all you've ever been. As for me, I'm many things, and I admit a lot of them aren't good, but I would never throw lives away like you did. What's he on about? Nothing. He's lying. He's just trying to justify his mistakes. I've done many terrible things, but none of them were a mistake. Every sacrifice I've made has been for her, for Saren. And what are these apparent sacrifices you've made? Nothing compared to the suffering you've caused me, I'm sure. When I first discovered the truth, our clan was still ruled by my mother. I went to her, told her what I'd found, told her what we needed to do. I loved my mother, but she was blindly loyal to this fool here, and she wouldn't have any of it. I couldn't just abandon my goddess, though she needed us, so I did what had to be done. You killed her? And I would do it again without hesitation. For Saren, there is no price too great. You're a monster. Surely you don't mean to side with this barbarian, Arianwen. I don't condone what he did, what any of them have done, but they want what we want. We have to try working together. I'll die before working with them. No one else needs to die here. Please just give me the orb. Do that, and I swear we will do you no further harm. I can't. I see. I did hope it wouldn't come to this, but you've given me no choice, Morvaron. Uh-oh, it's the kid. I'll make this simple for you, Backstorian. The life of the boy is now in your hands. Give me the orb and no harm will come to him. You wouldn't. No, I wouldn't, but the choice is not mine. It's yours. I will count to 5. 1, 2... 3, 4. I'll give you the orb, just please don't hurt anyone else. A wise choice must be a first for you. What? Rip. Oh wow, he just murdered that guy. Oh. Arianwen, I wasn't meant to go like this. No one was meant to get hurt. I'm sorry. I don't understand why. For so long I was led to believe that Lord Iorwerth was our enemy. I thought he'd turned his back on Saren. Thought he'd betrayed her. But I was wrong. Everything we thought we were fighting for was a lie. He never betrayed her. Everything he did was to free her. Whatever it is he's trying to free, it isn't her. How do you know? Because of what you found in the library? How do we know that was her? How do we know that's true anymore? So that's why you turned to Lord Iorwerth, to find out the truth. My whole life I've dreamed of her, dreamed of what it would be like to meet her. If there's even a chance that she's still alive, I have to know. And if she is alive, then what? Saren guided the elves for thousands of years. With her back, we will finally be able to reform Prifddinas. We'll finally have peace again. Peace? Look around you. Look at what Lord Iorwerth has done to the village, your home. Does this look like the work of someone who wants peace? It doesn't have to be this way. Step aside, let me stop Lord Iorwerth and reclaim the orb. Once he's dealt with, we can find out the truth our way. You know, I can't do that. Arianwen, please. I'm sorry, friend, but I've made my choice. Now please walk away. No one else needs to die here. I can't let him get away, and I can't let you go after him. So be it. Oh shit. I wasn't joking. Dude, I'm not ready for this. Whoa. I didn't die. What? It looked like it had the animation that I died. I'm confused. He wasn't a friend to any of us. Everything he cared about, he lost a long time ago. But he didn't give up. To the very end, he fought for a cause he believed in, our cause, and now he's gone. We can't give up on Iolwyn. If we do, then he died for nothing. I don't intend to give up, but make no mistake, this is a fight we're unlikely to win. So what do we do, Baxnorian? I don't think there's anything we can do. Lord Iorwerth will destroy us if we try to stop him. Maybe, but we have to try. What else is there? We'd be throwing lives away. Well, Lord Iorwerth seemed to think that you were no stranger to that. Why did he think that? I don't know. Probably just some lie he tells himself. I don't believe you. You'd trust Lord Iorwerth over me? I wouldn't trust Lord Iorwerth if my life depended on it. I know a liar when I see one, though, and I can tell you're not being honest about something. What happened? Tell us. So after we was defeated by Lord Iorwerth with Prifddinas lost to us, we returned to our kingdom in the east. We'd been gone for years by then, and in our absence, the kingdom had fallen to our other foes. So many dead, my people, the ones I was meant to protect, but that wasn't the worst of it. Galariel, my beloved, was taken from me. We searched far and wide, desperate to find her. At times it felt like we were close, but the enemy always managed to elude us. Eventually, we managed to track her captors to some caves south of our ruined kingdom, but it was clearly a trap, and I was a fool. I was so blind in my desire to find her, I didn't consider the obvious. I sent my soldiers in, the few that I still had. They fought the best they could, but it was hopeless. They were massacred. After that, I knew I couldn't carry on. I was alone and powerless, so I sealed myself away in the hope that one day she would come back to me. You killed them. You killed them all. I did, but you don't understand. I love my wife. If there was a chance of freeing her, I had to take it. You think I don't understand love. I knew love for my mother, your daughter. She died in your war while you hid away. Lord Iorwerth was right. You're just a coward. Where are you going to go? The Underground Pass. I intend to fight for my people, even if their own king won't. I used to think I was a good king, one that took care of his people. Thanks to me, they had roofs over their heads and food on their tables. And yet, I never loved them, not really. The only thing I loved was her, my Glariel. When they took her from me, I was torn apart. I vowed I would get her back, no matter the cost. That vow destroyed my people. I destroyed my people. In the end, I became just like Lord Ironworth. Maybe you did fail your people. You didn't destroy them, though. Maybe not then, but now. You think this is over? Is that it? Lord Ironworth beats us once, so we just give up? If you truly think that, then yes, you have destroyed your own people. Do you want to just rot here, wallowing in your own self-pity while you lose the little you still have? What other option is there? We can fight. Lord Ironworth doesn't win until he gets into the Temple of Light. We can still stop this. But he outnumbers us 10 to 1. We'll all die. Surely it's better to die trying than to live a life of regret. I'd have thought you'd know that better than anyone. I can't. Oh, for crying out loud, we have got to be the biggest... You have got to be the biggest waste of space I've ever met. I've met goblins with more of a spine than you. For once in your miserable life, why don't you actually do something worthwhile? You're awful at pep talks. It wasn't meant to be a pep talk. Ask yourself this. What would she want? She'd want me to save them. Then why are we still stood around talking? We've got work to do. You're right, we don't have a plan, though. Lord Ironworth only has one way into the Temple of Light, the dwarf tunnel from the Underground Pass. We need to stop him getting through. How? The dwarves should be able to seal the tunnel. We'll need to defend them while they do. But we don't have the strength to withstand Lord Ironworth's forces. We have the clan elders. Their combined powers is an army in itself. Not all the clan elders. We're still missing 2. Well, have you deciphered their clues? I have, but there's a problem. We should hopefully be able to find Lady Myler, but Lady Ethel, she died in the early days of the war. That's not good. Does she have any descendants? I had a look. Kellen Ethel is her closest living relative. The problem is we don't just need a Lady Ethel, we need the Lady Ethel. How did she die? An illness of some sort. I never actually knew what it was, but she'd had it for years. So she's been ill. So she'd been ill when she gave you her clue. If she knew she was dying, maybe her clue reflects that. What do you mean? Knowledge can be passed on. Maybe the clue will lead us to her knowledge. You could be right. It's worth a shot at least. Leave it with me and I'll see what I can do. In the meantime, you should take the others to the dwarf camp and the Underground Pass. See if you can get in contact with General Heining and the new King of Ardone as well. Maybe they'll be willing to help us. I'll see what I can do. We'll need to work quickly, though. Lord Ironworth will be preparing his forces as we speak. Now, I guess you'll be wanting to hear those clues. Alright, Lady Ethel's clue. I'll put my soul into my greatest work. The Ethel clan is a clan of builders and architects. Before her death, Lady Ethel was considered the finest architect of all the elves. This village was her final and finest contribution to our people. Alright, Lady Miller's clue. Follow the scrolls to find me. The Myler clan is a clan of scientists and explorers. You'll probably need to do some exploring to find her. You might also find this of use. He gave me a scroll. Alright. You feel your mind fill with the knowledge as a symbol vanishes before you. The knowledge is incomplete, though. That doesn't tell me a lot. I want to go in the archery shop. Oh, there we go. Okay. Can you just stand on the fire? The symbol vanishes before you as you gain the final piece of knowledge. The combined knowledge is a design for a statue to be built in the middle of Letya, requiring 8 limestone bricks. Oh wow, I see it. I see everything. All of her knowledge. I have it now. Lady Ethel's knowledge. Yes, I know everything that she knew. The statue. It must have given it to me somehow. You're the closest living relative of Lady Ethel. Now you have her knowledge as well. I suppose that makes you the new Lady Ethel. I suppose it does. Wow. I guess you'll be wanting me to help defend the underground pass then. Well, don't worry. I was planning on joining you anyway. With this new knowledge, I can be an even bigger help. I'll head there right away. Time is of the essence. Alright, she headed to the underground pass. Maybe I should have brought more coins. I meant to go to Brimhaven. I need a spade. I wonder if I got an extra one in there. Please, I don't want to have to go back. Gosh dang it. What a cool guy. At last, Baxtorian calls to me. I can't say I expected him to send a human, but I suppose nothing is as expected these days. We need your help. The final fight against Lord Ironworth is nearly here. I will join you in this darkest of hours. Where must I go? The battle will take place in the underground pass. Head to Letya first, though. Baxtorian will meet you there. As you wish. You made it. That I did. I see you managed to gather some allies. Yes, General Heining has given us the full support of Tyrus's forces. Sadly, though, the new king of Ardone does not wish to assist us. Typical, after all we did for them. I suppose they've had enough of elves. How are the defenses looking? We've managed to fortify the area around the camp quite well. The dwarves have set up some cannons, and General Heining's men have built some catapults. Good, we may be outnumbered, but the defenses will give us a fighting chance. I hope so. I fear it won't be enough to win, though. We don't need to win. We just need to buy the dwarves enough time to seal that tunnel. Do we know how long they'll need? They haven't given us an exact time. It's a slow process, apparently. Oh, I suppose we don't want them to do it wrong. They could bring the entire cavern down on top of us. Do we know where Lord Ironworth is? The scouts have reported that his forces are on the move as we speak. It won't be long. Let's use the time wisely then. Is there anything I can do before the attack begins? She had an idea that might help. Alina said she had an idea that might help our defense. You could talk to her and see if she needs any help. I'll get right on it. Where is Alina? I don't know if I need this antidote or not. Hey, Alina. So this is it. After everything that's happened, this is where it ends. Baxtorian said you had an idea to help our defense. That's right. One of the dwarves here, Common, has brewed up some strange alcohol. Whatever it is, it's very flammable. Ah, yes, I've made good use of it in the past. Well, I think we can make use of it again. I've combined the alcohol with some other chemicals. The result is quite explosive. If we position some of these explosives on the approach to the camp, we can use them against the Ironworth forces. That could work quite well. Is there anything I can do to help? I've dug up some holes around the camp for the explosives to go in. Could you fill them in for me? Sure. Talk to this guy again. Everything's ready. Good, because we're out of time. A message came into the camp. Lord Ironworth wishes to meet. He wants to meet. Surely it's a trap. Maybe, but I don't think so. Even if nothing came of it, he was willing to meet me before the siege of Prifddinas all those years ago. So what are you going to do? I will go. If there's a chance to avoid bloodshed, we should take it, no matter how slim the odds are. I would like you to join me. You think Lord Ironworth will listen to me? No, but maybe Arianwen will. He considered you a friend. He may still care for what you have to say. I see, then I will join you. Thank you, friend. Now, Lord Ironworth is unlikely to be patient, but we can spare a bit of time. If there's anyone you wish to talk to here, I suggest you do so before we depart. You may not get another chance. Let me know when you're ready to go. I guess I'm ready. We will leave at once. Lord Ironworth, King Baxtorian. I'm not a king anymore. No, you never really were a king, though, were you? A king doesn't abandon his people like you did. I did not come here to trade insults. Really, so why did you come then? We came to put an end to this, to put aside our differences and stop this war before more people die needlessly. You talk sense, human, and yet you stand beside the warmonger himself. You have a fair share of blood on your hands as well, you know. I do. I have done many unspeakable things that haunt me every day, but what I did for the good of my people. Whereas he only ever cared for himself. Go on, deny it, just like you always do. I don't deny it. I failed my people. I failed you. I was never a worthy king. I know that now, but you can't use my failures as a mask to hide your own. We can stand here going around in circles all day. You won't change my mind. If you're not willing to change your mind, why even bother to meet us? In the hope that I might still change yours. I don't want anyone else to die in this war. I give you the chance to stand down. And what happens if we do? We enter the temple, free our goddess, and with her by our side, reform the city of Prifddinas. And we all live happily ever after, in a manner of speaking. That temple, it doesn't contain your goddess. At best, it contains a shadow of what she once was. Yes, Arian one told me what you discovered in the library. It matters not, though. That is a part of our goddess in there. We have to free her. And if she's evil, what do you do then? My loyalty is to Sarah, and I will let her decide what is evil. That's not what we agreed. What? We agreed to enter the temple and free Saren. If that's not Saren in there, we shouldn't free her. I will keep my promise to you, Arian Wynn. You should not doubt that. Why shouldn't he doubt that? You burnt his home, you killed his friends, you haven't given him much reason to trust you so far. I did what I needed to do to save our goddess. No one would have needed to die had you not forced our hand. Listen to him, Arian Wynn. He'd sacrificed everything and everyone just to free whatever is in that temple. Is that really what you want? Enough of this. You can try to manipulate him all you want. He's made his choice. Now I'm afraid I'll need to push you on a decision. I'm sorry, but we can't let you enter the temple. A shame. As unlikely as it was, I did hope you might see reason. I think we're done here then, for what it's worth. I'm sorry I had to end this way. As am I. Iroworth forces approaching. Sheesh. Get off of that. Bro, get off of that. Dude, did that go? So you gotta kill him. You gotta keep going back and forth. Wait, why can't I attack? Oh, Rebel Archer. Wait, there's a dude. I feel like this is a disaster. work. Incoming! Oh! They killed her. Ha, looks like you were too slow, my friend. Get away from her. Or what? Will you murder me in cold blood like you did with King Tyrus? There's only one murderer here. You can lie to yourself all you want. I know what you are. You enjoy killing just like I do. The satisfaction when I finally put an end to that fool, that dude, it was beautiful. It was even better than when I dealt with that stupid lover of his. But if that wasn't enough, now I get to be the one to finally put an end to you and your pathetic girlfriend. Bruh. We'll see about that. Okay, so... Oh, wow. I guess we will just do this. I think you're losing, dude. I can't be shoved back any farther. This cannot be good. Oh, he's chasing him. Go after them. What about you? Don't worry, I'll take care of her. Good luck. This is what we've spent the last 1,000 years fighting for. Today, it will finally be worth it. Lord Iorwerth, please see reason. That thing is not Saren. It's not our goddess. And what would you know? I knew Saren. I'm the only one here that did, and I know that isn't her. Time can change a lot of things. Perhaps Saren has changed as well. I don't think it's her. Of course it is her. Don't tell me you believe Baxtorian and his lies. I may not have met our goddess, but I heard enough stories to know what she looked like. This thing, it's not her. Well, lucky for us, we have a way of finding out. Lord Iorwerth, please, this is not what we agreed. I know what we agreed to. We agreed to free our goddess. Something. Oh. Bruh. So much death and dying and killing and murder and... Oh gosh. You've come to free me? What's going on? Why is everything so dark? Dark. All I've ever known is darkness. That's all she gave me. Saren? You know of her? How? Well, you haven't come to free me at all, have you? You're one of her servants. That's not quite... I loved her. She made me, but I couldn't be what she wanted, so she abandoned me, and now she can't bear to kill me herself, so she sends you instead. I won't let you. It's not fair. She doesn't get to do this. I don't want it. Wait. No, get out, get out, get out. I'm kind of nervous here. Oh. Oh, what's going on? Oh, I see. That did not work very well. Dude, I don't know. Oh, wow. no, no, no. I don't have enough. This sucks. Oh, oh. I don't think I'm dealing enough damage. Come on. Oh, come on, just do it. Yay, I did it! Or I think I did it. Dude, I didn't think I was gonna make it. I thought I was gonna run out. What have you done? She was confused. She was hurt. Yes, she was angry, but she was innocent. I tried to stop her. How? With violence? That's all you know, isn't it? She just needed time. Time to understand. Time to overcome her pain. She was our goddess, the last hope for our people, and now she's gone because of you. I hope you can live with yourself. Arian Wynn, Wolf Comics. How are you doing? As well as can be expected, my guilt is a heavy load. A lot of people have died because of me. A lot more might have died if you hadn't stopped Lord Ironworth. He wasn't evil, not truly. He just became so obsessed with his goal that he forgot why he started fighting in the first place. As for the fragment of Saren, I wish there had been another way. She wasn't Saren, and she never would have been. No, and at least now her pain has ended. Still, I'll always wonder what could have been. What will you do now? There's no place for me here anymore, not after what I've done. You're leaving? I wanted to stay long enough to help repair the damage of my actions and to look upon Prifddinas for the first time. I've done that now. Letya has been rebuilt and Prifddinas has been reformed. Where will you go? I don't know. There's a lot of places on this world that I've never seen. Maybe one of them will help me find redemption and forgiveness. The elves here will do fine. Vaxtorian has his own path of redemption to go on, and I imagine he'll struggle far more than me. He has the other elders to support him, though. Under them, our people will prosper. Anyway, you should get going. Vaxtorian will be waiting for you. I'll miss you. And I you. Farewell, friend. See you, dude. Hey, look. Wolf Comics, welcome. Hey, good to see you both. And you. I thought the city had been restored. I don't see anything, though. One of the security measures put in place during the God Wars, from the outside it seems like there's nothing there. Don't worry, though. The restoration is complete. Speaking of which, myself and the other elders have come to an agreement. For too long, we've been afraid of outsiders, showing them mistrust while our own kind plot against us. After all that's happened, we've decided that from now on, that will no longer be the case. We will open our city up to the other races, letting them walk among us for the first time. As a thank you for all that you've done, we'd like the two of you to be the first to enter. Well, that's quite the honor. They've also agreed to let me move into the city. That tiny house in Ardone was becoming a bit tiresome, and there's so much for me to learn from the Mailer Elves. Well, I'll be sure to come and visit. Now that the city's been reformed, are you going to become the king of the elves again? Oh, I said my days as a king were done, and I meant it. From now on, the elves will be jointly ruled by the 8 clan leaders. No single elf will ever rule again. We've realized that we're not overly good at it. But anyway, we can talk more later. For now, I'd say it's time for the two of you to see Prifddinas. Let's do this. I have completed Song of the Elves. I am awarded 4 quest points, access to Prif, 40,000 in agility, construction, farming, herblore, hunter, mining, smithing, and woodcutting. That's a lot of experience. 74 construction. I can build a lot of stuff now. Alright. Cool. So, okay. I need to be on the where does that take me? Just down. Okay, cool. Hey, cool. Farming patch. Flower allotment. And is that all? This is a bit different than on RuneScape 3, whenever, yeah. I'm excited. I am happy to have that over with. That was a long quest. Now I can start working on getting crystal dust to start making divine potions. Alright, it's time for me to take a break.